The Mexican transvestite down in the corner has beautiful brown eyes, shrouded by plastic lashes, lashed on with glue, glued on with care. Cared for by the pimp in the underground, who's under the surveillance of the fuzz, with their fuzzy earpieces sending secret messages, while the sweet high heels of the sweet transsexual click-click their rhythm on the streets. The streets click-click right back and beep-beep when the white man runs. Stop-stop when the cars speed through an amber haze, changing lanes and crossing lines, crossing her legs, fishnets fishing each other, fishing for love in a city where there is no love and there are no fish. Loving for money and loving to love for money for a man in a hat who would drop the hat.
Air, a forgotten element of space. See, you can't see it, but you could feel it with every fiber of your being. See, it was the first thing that I took in when I came into this world. And when I left home and hit the streets hard, like when somebody punches you in the stomach and the air just escapes your lungs. See, I used the same air to breathe in before hitting the stage, before singing a song, or even before sleeping, but I realized that I to own the air that I breathe. See, it's not like the bag of chips or the pack of gum that you buy at the grocery store. It's free, but it's still costly. But I realized that God owns the air that I breathe. He formed Adam from the dust of the earth, no, not from a normally conceived birth, but through the intelligent mind of intelligent design, God. Breathe into Adam the electricity of life. But one thing is true. If air isn't handled carefully, it can take it from you like that and never come back. Thank you.
My father speaks of disaster, that it will be him next. Each night as the red wine drains from the bottle, the asbestos in the air duct, the 3-car collision on Malhat Drive. In the morning, he drinks coffee on the front porch and stares at the owl, a telephone wire wrapped in its leather toes, the broken landing gear, the bomb in the overhead bins. He says the owl has been here twice. Before Martha, you remember Martha, that woman in marketing with a daughter about my age? Before Information Services Larry left his second-hand futon for a satin-lined crate. Now it's here again, he says, his coffee cold, the red wine headache gone. He buttons his jacket, straightens his tie, and drives to work, both hands on the wheel, the radio off.
I sit in the pavilion and drink the moon in the raw rice wine. You must be sitting in front of him right now, in your silken wedding wonton. Vivid in red, blue, yellow, you are wearing spring itself. He tells you to look at him, sitting only a candle apart, and your cheeks tinged rose, gold dragon pin placed at the back. You raise your head to face him. He blows out the candle. My imagination torments me, and I have drunk the last drop of the moon drink. Do not shed one tear at the thought of me in pain, for I shall see your fair hands in the wings of the red-crowned crane, your hair in the dawn sky, stars spilled across, your fingers stained with balsam petals in the rising sun, and your smile in the blossoming lotus of this pond, in which I am the carp, circling the flower, unseen, under hushed waters. Thank you.
Before I can press my gloved finger to the doorbell, he invites me in, takes my coat, curses the ceaseless barking of the dog next door, its percussive syncopation a tempo to the jazz coming from the kitchen. A vase of peonies on the table, between blue plates laid out for two. He pulls out my chair, unfurls the napkin across my lap like a magician. We start with French onion soup, rich like the ocean spring, the bread a foam of waves at the shore, and the clink of our spoons on ceramic. I ask him to pass the pepper. Then, sounding with fresh thyme, a picnic in the fields of Greece, he pours 2 glasses of white wine and tells me someday we will go there. Dessert is a raspberry mousse affair, light, airy, It slips off his spoon, a pink stain on the side of a glass, till he takes his thumb and pins it clean. The treat of his fingerprint visible, waves and loops stretching for miles.
Twisting in the night air, we smoke our French cigarettes. Lonely fields, our homes. We lift weights. The dog next door deserved the hole in its tail. We're too busy for remorse, our palms sweaty with malt liquor. The slow summer sunset sheds enough light to silhouette our grins. The crickets from the long grass sing their songs. Bob Dylan changed my life, moans the girl beside me. Twisting in the night air, the last of the fire slips into oblivion. We know nothing, and that's how we like it.
I will hold your hand as we walk, brown leaves crunching under our feet, the wind sending you autumn chills, while the trees creak and groan in their age. I will push you on the swing, give you underducks as you pretend you are a bird, closing your eyes and leaning back so that your hair almost touches the ground. I will protect you from the wild animals that hide under your bed, keep you safe and warm as you dream of castles and dragons in far-off lands. I will capture your every move as you spin and dance in the secrecy of our garden.